Side, a community that enrich and inspire other people. A community that changes lives for the better. Welcome to the community of people working together with other people for leverage effects and passive income. We are international, we have no borders. Join us and let's make money together. Together we can, alone you cannot. Walk this journey to success with us. Side Hustle, community of people. Side Hustle, hustle hustle.
Side Hustle, a community that enrich, inspire, and changes lives. It doesn't leave anyone behind. Welcome to Side Hustle. Change your life, change your pocket. Everything is possible with Side Hustle. Time wasted, never regained.
Indeed. Welcome to Side Hustle. Welcome to Side Hustle TV once again, and make sure you subscribe, you like, and you comment. And today, guys, we'll be doing the live streaming for Side Hustle EA and some question and answers with regard to Side Hustle EA. So, without waste of much time, and we'll also be explaining more about the whole thing, the whole point about this Side Hustle EA, how it functions, how it works, what its characteristics, the advantages, pros and cons. So basically here we're looking at Side Hustle EA Trading Live, and I'm not alone. I'm also with Side Hustle CFO, and we'll be doing back-to-back question and answers so that we can give people clarity about how artificial intelligence meets trading. Welcome, Side Hustle CFO.
Thank you for having me, Sarah, since it's been a minute. I'm happy to be here. I'm so excited.
I'm so happy. Yeah.
So now, first question, obviously, what is Side Hustle EA?
Okay, so basically when we talk about Side Hustle EA, it's not something that we can just brush on top, man. We need to go deeper. Here we're talking about programming. I'm sure you heard about coding before, whereby a lot of people would actually code a software and then make use of algorithm. Basically, it's an algorithm trading. And then we take the strategies, put it together, and we code the strategies. So basically, what it will do is that.
So when you say you are talking about a software, can you explain a software? Like for example, we know that Facebook is a software.
Yeah.
We know that Zoom that you are using is a software.
Yeah.
So what do you mean about saying it's a software?
Okay, so basically what I mean that is a software, I mean that it facilitates trading and analysis of financial product for you. Meaning you don't really have to do anything by yourself. So it will just, it's a program that is designed to, make your life easier. You get it?
Okay, go on.
So basically here, what it does is that it trades different stocks, options, futures, currencies. So, and there's just wide variety of trading softwares, with different levels, what that we have tailored out so that it can focus on different risk management. Meaning, someone can come and say, I need a software that it won't maybe put so much risk on my money. That's when we say, okay, we can just put it on a low risk then. And then when we put it on a low risk, your whole capital is safe, So it will just, trade for you then there, take opportunities in futures or stocks, and then apply proper risk management. That is another topic, risk management. Here we're still talking about software.
So now we did the overview for what is the software. So now we're going to ask the question, who is the software meant for? Who can use the software?
Okay, so anyone can use a software. So you find that someone maybe
is it for beginners? Is it for professional traders as well?
Okay, so let me start from the basic so you can understand. Giving the whole narrative about who can use the software. So everyone basically can use the software, whether you're a beginner and whether you're an intermediate, maybe you're elementary, or maybe you're a pensioner, you just want a safe package, So you can do that and then just trade So currently, who's trading with us? We've got individuals who are trading with us. So basically, someone who just come and say, "I just need a software. I need something that can work for me. I'm always at work, so I need something that can run while I'm busy with my hours." We've got those such people. We've got business people. These are companies who actually use make of our software for different purposes. Maybe they including, increasing their interest in their company so that the company as well can just rise profitably. So we also have developers and programmers as well who are using our software so that they can see how is it different from their softwares as well. We've got people who already know how to design software who come and say, I want to buy Sidehustle EA. So because they just want to see how the algorithm works for us. Because now what we did was to make something extraordinary, to keep someone's capital for long term instead of blowing it. So those are the things that we focus on. And then as well, people from the educational institutions as well are using our software. We're talking about people who own maybe certain organizations like outline schools, not those government schools. So there are people who are actually trading who are doing schools, so they just want money for profit to run their schools and stuff like that. So that's where we also come in. We've got as well some organizations, you find that these are people who traded in the hedge funds before, and hedge funds as well who just want to trade people's money because they are trading pensioners money, people's money, you know so they deal with a lot. So sometimes they just need hands-free trading. So that's where we come, because they trust us with long-term software development in making sure that the client's money is not lost over time. So we have healthcare providers as well who also use our system. So these are small people who are from who just did their practices, so they just need their capital flow, just small profit to run over time. So that's why we also come in and ensure that we help them. We've got non-profit organizations. Recently, we had organizations coming from different countries just to come buy our softwares for their organizations for fundraising purposes, for donation, because they also offer donations in other countries. So I can say there's just quite a lot, including creative professionals. So yeah.
So now, so basically anyone can use the software. So it's meant for anyone. So now the next question, what is needed to get started with the software? As a beginner, someone who is not exposed to the market, someone who doesn't understand.
Okay, so as a beginner, so obviously, there's just a lot of things that you need. You need to understand, because sometimes you find that you're a beginner, you just want to use a software, but then you don't understand how the market operates. Now you start panicking, you start, wanting to push how the market should work. So we obviously, as a beginner, we choose a programming, like we let's say we give you a sessions, let's say as a beginner, sometime after buying a software, we'll tell you we need a MT4 or MT5 platform, because obviously you need a trading platform. So after having your trading platform, we give you a broker that is necessary, for to ensure that you don't have over leverage spreads, or you don't have more commission charged on spreads, and you don't have brokers that charge you if just for holding a trade overnight. Those are swaps. So we make sure that we choose the right. We'll also talk about that in TIPA. But now as well, you also need your margin, because now in order for the software to run, it must have a margin in that account, and then we start plugging it on the VPS to ensure that it's going to run at least 24 hours as soon as it sees the opportunities in the market. So those are the basics that you need, like
So can you
a smartphone as well.
Can you give us in point form? One, you're going to need a platform.
Yes.
Two, obviously, one, you're going to need a phone or a device. Two, you're going to need a platform like MT4. Then you're going to need a broker, and
Of course, you're going to need a broker. So and
point form one.
Okay, first of all, you need a platform. So let's say you download your app, your MT4, MetaTrader 4, or MetaTrader 5, depending on which broker you're going to use. Because you find that some brokers, they're available on MT4, but some brokers, they don't offer MT5 servers. So we help you choose, download MetaTrader 4. In this case, we help you trade with MetaTrader 4, Of course, the broker that we use as well, has the servers for MT4 and MT5 terminals. So you don't need to worry much about that. So secondly, you need a broker. So we also give you our advisory broker that which you need to trade with. So because now, like I said, there are things that we choose, we look for before choosing a broker. And number three, you need your own margin. This is your capital to fund. You need to deposit your own money into that trading account. So, and before depositing as well, will help you choose the type of account that is needed. Sometimes you are a beginner, you want to trade on a high leverage account, which is very risky because you haven't understood yet how finance works in terms of how forex run. So we take you through the baby step on how you open a cent account, and we plug you on a cent account as a beginner, so you can see the advancement of how our software is working. And in case you want to change maybe later to a medium risk or adjust to high risk, it will depend on your capital. So which is another topic as well.
So you said there are things that you look for in a broker. What are those things that one should look for when looking for a broker?
Okay, so what we look for when choosing a broker, we look for if the broker doesn't charge much on spread, because there are some brokers that charge so much on a spread. And we look for a broker that doesn't charge overnight swaps, because you find that sometimes you made 50,000, and because you hold a trade maybe for a week, then you give him back to the broker maybe 20% of that money, which is a lot, so because you in trading you should be working for your money. So now it becomes a challenge. So now those are the things that we look for. And the speed, sometimes brokers, you've got maybe the news event, and then now the brokers, instead of opening a trade, they recode you, which is another challenge with other brokers. So we choose thoroughly which broker we can, you can apply speed in terms of opening the trades for you, especially because now we're using a software. Software, once it sees or meet conditions in the market, it must open a trade with speeds. Since, well, there is no emotions that is applied, where it doesn't have to wait, before playing the trade. It just does exactly what it is programmed to do.
So we've answered what is the software, we've answered who could use the software. Now we're going to talk about the how. How does the software operate?
Yes. So how does the software functions is another so is another big topic that we need to break it down. Now here we talk about different styles, different we get deeper. So how the software works is that, first of all, you need to understand programming. Sometimes when we create a software, we use we code it based on a strategy. It can't just be a software and you find that it's just a software. So yes, the strategy must be applied to ensure that whatever that is going to do in the market, it is it is supporting the whatever momentum is taking at the time. It is really becoming profitable based on the strategy, right? So the strategy, what we did was we combined different strategies. We can't say it's only made for out of one strategy. It's a combination. Sayihlanganisa song, yeah. So different strategies inside one strategy. So it's a formulation of one strategy, but made of combination strategies. You get it? So that at the end of the day, it can have a specific task and functions when executing a trade. So now, secondly, what we look for is the interpretation, how it's reacting to the market, right? So obviously, depending on other, programming of the other software. So here, what it does is that it will interpret the market, right? If the market is buying or sell, so it will then open a trade based on what the market is telling it, based on the time. So, and then that's when it will start opening trades, and then it start analyzing when is it gonna execute a trade or get out of the trade once it's in profit. You see, so uh, now then you find that some software, for example, they don't look for such things, right? So it becomes a problem because now a software must actually give a good feedback when it meets in the market. So with our trading software, when it's a tool, right? It must analyze the market. It's an analysis tool. It must analyze the market based on what? The strategy. So of course, it took us many years before we come up with coding the strategy, because we had to learn the skill, we had to have the confidence strategy that we are confident about. For us, it was not more about selling. We were about solving a problem. We wanted to create a tool that can serve different people, not just individuals, institutions. We wanted to scale out to the banks. We wanted to be as broad, so of which we're happy because we actually succeeded in those fields. So we're still collaborating with more, although. So, and order placement. So most of the time, the software, if let's say it has to open maybe an order, it can just open an order if now it has to wait for the market to come to that level. But if it has to execute a trade now, it will execute a trade now, right? So risk management, which is a very deep topic, because now here, after the robot has opened a trade for you based on the strategy, now it must decide what losses it must use. So that's where we get deeper, because now it must choose the proper lot size based on how much do you have in your trading account. If you have less, obviously it must use minimum lot size, because you can't use a bigger lot size when you have a 500 rand. You see, you're putting your account into too much risk, and it can end up blowing all of it. So you need to take care of your capital. So basically here in our auto trading system, we are not only teaching you on how the software works, we also teach you the financial literacy, how to take care of your own money, because that's the first important thing. You don't lose money. So we have as well the back testing, whereby you can actually see how the robot would have performed on the previous market, and see what would have been the outcome if, let's say, it was, you plugged during those weeks or that time. So it will give you accurate performance based on how it would have reacted, seeing the opportunities of previous market. You get what I'm saying? So obviously it does account management for you, because when it closes the trades in profit, it's already adding some profit into your balance sheet. It's already adding some profit into your equity. So in total, you find that your balance sheet is growing, because now there is additional of some little profit that is continuously adding into your balance sheet. You see, we call it compound interest. So it also applies that laws of compounding over time, which is a good thing. So the other thing is about security. So with this, our trading software, it as well protect your user data, your financial information as well, so that all your information can be encrypted. So only you can access your account, only you can see your whole how your trading account is performing with Sidehustle EA, unless you share your details with someone else. But then otherwise, everything, it is still intact. So connectivity to the market is one of the things that we look for, because now with the software, you need to connect to various markets, the exchanges, the liquidity providers, so that it can allow traders to access the wide various financial instruments like your gold, if you want to trade gold, your Nasdaq, if you want to trade Nasdaq, your currencies as well, if you want to trade currencies. So we are not limited, guys. Side hustle is broad. We don't have any limitations, right? So we believe we are international and we have no borders. So, and it also have reporting and analytics. So you also have your own, report for all the tradings that has happened. The track records, the track profits, your track losses as well. You'll be able to see them there, and as improve their strategies as well. You'll also be able to see everything because, right, remember, this is a tool that is trading for you on the transparent market. So you don't need to worry about, will I just invest and not see anything? So everything is transparent. Even from your broker, you'll also get the financial statement, how the robot has performed over the week, the days. You'll get the report full time. When you withdraw, you get a report. When you deposit, you get a report. When you don't do anything, you get a report. So that's how busy our broker is. So as well, the customer support. What we do as well, we give you the customer support because we don't want you to just buy a software and then you end up saying, I didn't get any help on how to connect your MetaTrader 4, your MetaTrader 5, how to see everything. So we actually take you through all the steps so that at the end of the day, that customer as well can be satisfied. And we want to assist all the traders basically with all the technical issues, all the platform related questions, so that all of us can have clarity at the end of the day. So overall, here on this is how it works. Yeah.
So informative, awesome stuff. So now we're going to the where. Where are we getting this software? How are we plugging it?
Okay, so how we get the software? It's actually available in our public market, Sidehustle marketplace. So that's where you can get different types of software based on how many accounts you want to connect. So we have different packages as you scale up. So from um, minimum price to higher prices, depending on what are you actually looking for. So, and you can get it on, you can connect with us. You can just send us an email at info@autotradingrobots.com. So just send us an email at info@autotradingrobots.com, or you can send us a WhatsApp message at +2778 777 0598 27 +27 78 777 0598. That's where you can send us a WhatsApp text, and then it's a business WhatsApp, and then we can get back to you and let us know as well which type of a software you want. Is it the low risk, high risk, medium risk? And we can cater for you. And the other thing is you can find us in Pretoria East as well. That's where we also do our personal meetings. For those who as well are around to want to do the brief meetings on the purchase, we are able to allow that because we are transparent at the end of the day. So yeah, there's nothing we're hiding. So yeah.
So now.
And then as well, by the way, we actually developing a website. So soon you'll also be able to. Actually, our website is there, so it's still under maintenance. Currently, we modifying them there. So that's where you're also gonna get or buy the software, right? You can choose any one that you want, and sometimes as well you can get us from our community forums, our groups. So, and soon we are also developing a mobile app stores where you can download our software there with purchase. And we're going to also develop the open source for the software where you can actually buy the code straight from the your open source And then also we're going to do the third party vendors, where currently we're working with other third party members from the ground who want to sell the side hustle EA. So those are the people as well that we're giving opportunities in our community, so that as they sell side hustle EA, they can also get a design affiliate program, so that they can get commissions and start their business. We're collaborating with a lot of hustlers on the ground, and we're also planning our direct exchanges, and where we're going to also, well, you can be able to, let's say, showcase a different, softwares that you can buy different trading amounts. If, let's say, there's a buyer want to sell the software, we will also be able to meet buyers and sellers who want to buy or sell the softwares. So otherwise, we are also planning to do an online brokerage. So, and soon, guys, that as well as another topic, we'll be telling you more about it. So because now, at the end of the day, guys, we need to make an impact, a huge impact, and see how we can do things if we were in charge. So that's what a leader does, the leader mindset.
How many minutes
left? We left with 3 minutes to close this. Yeah.
Okay, so how much can I make? Because I know this one is also a long topic.
Yeah.
How much can I make? How much can I expect in the last 3 minutes in closing?
Okay, so how much you can make is dependent on your capital, because now you can't just come with 500 deposit and say you want to make 1 million. So obviously, the bigger the capital that you have, the bigger the risk, and the bigger you'll handle the drawdown, and then that's how you also you have a good equity that will save you to make more money. And as well, it depends, guys. So what I can say is that you cannot get anything less than a percentage that the banks can't offer you, that your company can't offer you. So basically, it's something that for long term you can be really, really profitable. We're talking about $100 in the next 5 years. If you were to benefit from the compound interest becoming more than 5 million US dollars, which you were to calculate it, well, it is very achievable. So those are the plans that we working on.
Awesome. So anything that you want to say to?
Yeah, all I can say, guys, is take advantage. Sometimes it's about understanding that creating a passive income comes with understanding your financial literature. So have your trading plan, right? Practice it now, because if you don't practice anything and start doing anything properly, you will never start doing anything. You see, so we do have our YouTube. Make sure you go to our YouTube at Side Hustle Favor Bank Motion on the screen, exactly the way it is written with this emblem. Make sure you subscribe, you like, and you also watch some of the videos. This is our Side Hustle EA Trading Live. If you want to take advantage of it, don't hesitate. So because now this can be as well your life-changing opportunity. So December is coming, guys, so we need to start making plans on how we want to make next year a better year for us. So the decision that you take in today, as well, remember, they will also bring result of tomorrow. So yeah, side hustles, enjoy.